He had cleared out half her hall closet and a section of her garage for my stuff. By the end of the second week, the apartment looked almost the same to someone who wasn't paying attention. But if you opened the closet, a third of it was empty. If you looked at the bookshelf, entire rows were gone. If you checked the bathroom cabinet, my backup toiletries and medications and the nice perfume I kept for special occasions had disappeared. Orion didn't notice any of it. He was too busy being grateful that I had forgiven him. He was being the best boyfriend he'd been in 2 years, cooking dinner, bringing home flowers, sending me texts during the day that said things like thinking about you and I'm so lucky. He was performing the version of himself he should have been the entire time. It was almost funny, except it wasn't, because every flower he brought home was a flower he should have brought home before Talia. Every dinner he cooked was a dinner he should have cooked before that message lit up his tablet screen. He wasn't becoming a better boyfriend. He was just a guilty one. There's a difference between growing and performing, and Orion was performing at a level that would have been impressive if it wasn't so transparent. He started suggesting date nights. He started asking about my day, and actually listening to the answers. He bought me a necklace for no reason, and left it on my pillow with a note that said, "Just because." I wore it the next day. Then I packed it in a box at Rue's apartment the day after. He never noticed it was gone because he never looked at me closely enough to notice details. He only noticed absences. That was always his problem. Rue asked me once if any of it made me waver. She asked if watching him try so hard made me reconsider leaving. I told her no. I told her the trying was the worst part because it proved he was always capable of being that person, and he had just chosen not to be. He only started caring when he thought he might lose something. That's not love. That's inventory management. On the 28th of the month, I signed the lease on the new apartment. I paid the first month, last month, and security deposit, $4,050. It cleaned out most of my savings, but I didn't care. The apartment had hardwood floors and a window that faced east, and a kitchen just big enough for one person to cook without bumping into someone who didn't deserve to be there. On the 30th, I waited until Orion left for work at 7:15 a.m. I watched his car pull out of the lot from the bedroom window. Then I called Rue. She arrived at 7:40 with her cousin and her cousin's boyfriend and a borrowed pickup truck. We moved everything in 4 hours. The couch was mine. The bed frame was mine. The dresser in the bedroom was mine. The kitchen table was mine. I had bought most of the furniture when we moved in because Orion said he was between paychecks and would pay me back later. He never did. The $2,200 he owed me for furniture was money I had written off a long time ago. Taking the furniture back was just collecting a debt he forgot he owed. By 11:30 a.m., the apartment was half empty. The living room had his recliner, the TV stand, and the television. The bedroom had his clothes and his nightstand. The kitchen had his dishes and the microwave. I left everything that was his and took everything that was mine. I left one thing behind that wasn't mine, the tablet. I had taken it from the living room and placed it on the kitchen counter, screen up, open to his messages with Talia. I had to scroll back 3 months to find the thread because he had deleted recent messages, but he hadn't deleted all of them. The older ones were still there. The ones from when it first started. The ones where she sent him pictures. The ones where he told her things about our relationship that made my chest feel like it was caving in. The ones where he said he loved me but wasn't in love with me. The ones where he said I had gotten too comfortable and didn't try anymore. The ones where Talia asked what I was like and he said she's fine. She's just not exciting anymore. Fine. 3 years together and I was fine. The woman who drove 40 minutes in a snowstorm to bring him soup when he had the flu was fine. The woman who covered his half of rent for 2 months when he got laid off and never asked